Women's 400 final. Let's be honest. Going into the year, we thought this was going to be the greatest 400 final ever. You'd had maybe a Sydney, a healthy Britton Wilson, a Femke Bowl in it. You had Paulino, you had Nasir. You said more and more all these different athletes, but then eventually different women pulled out for different reasons, did different events. And Paulino, who was the one to really take advantage of the absence of some of these top women because she's a 48-second runner, gets the win. First athlete from Dominican Republic to win the title, 48.76. Paulino really was no match for anyone else. Kazmarek and Williams were the only other two women to break 50. Adeleke, NCAA champion from Texas and Ireland. So Austin, yeah, she gets fourth. I put money on her to get third, and I lost then $100, but it's okay. Still love you, Adeleke. Hell of a long season to go from, whatever Longhorn dual meet in January to August 23rd, getting fourth in the world is a hell of a good run. So,
but not even just racing, like training too. Like she's training before January. So she's been competing, since January for the last 8 months, but all the blood, sweat, and tears and the grind and the base building, she's been doing that since probably September, so almost a whole year.
So I'm going to do it, Olivia. I'm going to do it. You ready?
What are we doing? Well, what are you doing?
What would have Sydney have run if she was on that starting line?
Well, we know she's been dealing with some knee issues. Are we talking current status? Like if she was to run through the knee pain, or are we talking like healthy Sydney?
The Sydney that we thought we were going to get. The Sydney that we saw at USA's. Okay.
It would have been close between her and Paulino for sure. Maybe 40.
You think it would have been close?
Yes.
Yes. Think it would have been close. I think Sydney runs 48.
You don't think it would have been close?
No, Sydney runs like sub 48.25. For sure.
48.25?
Yeah. 48.2.
Okay, well,
give or take
Paulino just won
0.1.
47, so what do you mean?
Yeah. 0.2 is very different from 0.7. Half a second, that's that's far.
Yes.
Yeah, she would have destroyed it. It would have been close.
So you're saying Sydney would have won? That's what you're saying?
Sydney would have ran 48.2 and won by half a second.
Okay.
But you said it would have been close.
I felt like it would have been close. Paulino, you got to remember, pretty much ran that by herself. 48.76 by herself. Second place was 49.57, almost a whole second later. So Sydney imagine getting pushed, Definitely would have been a lot
getting
closer.
Pushed. She would have been getting pulled. Because Sydney would have been ahead. Sydney would have been pulling her. Now, she would have been pushed. She would have been pulled.
Pulled?
There's a big difference. It's a big difference.
They would have been challenging each other for sure on that back stretch. It would have just been all punches.
Well, here's
back
the thing.
100.
If you think Sydney would have been pulling or pushing Paulino to a faster time, then I'll say Sydney would have ran 47.9. I don't think she would have, but I think no matter what, Sydney would have ran at least 0.5 seconds faster than Paulino in whatever direction.
No. 0.5, half a second? Regardless? No.
Olivia.
I definitely feel like it would have been. It would have been like how we saw. No, I haven't. I feel like it would have been like an Allison Felix versus Shanae Miller-Weibo.
No, it would not. No. You're giving Paulino too much credit. You're giving Paulino too much credit. No.
Gordon, did we watch the same race?
Did you think so. Was it at
7-6?
It was at you watched. It was at 2:35 Central, right? That's what time it was at on NBC.
So about an hour ago, right? Yeah.
No, on USA Network. Gordon, I was watching that one. Yeah.
No, it would have been. There would have been some dives, no falls. Dives at the finish line.
It would not have been a Shanae versus
Felix type finish. Yes, it would have.
Shanae and Felix are at different level than Paulino. Paulino's great. 48.7 is great. But Sydney ran 51 seconds. 50 seconds, excuse me. Right? What was her time that she ran in the hurdles? What was her world record? I should know this number. God dang it. I can't believe What did she run? She ran 50.68, okay? What place would she have gotten in this if she had hurdles in her way?
That's a great question.
What place would Sydney? Yeah, what was it? She would have finished 50. She would have finished 7th in this race if she had 10 hurdles. Okay? You take away all 10 of those hurdles, she runs 48.2. That's just the math. It's science. I looked it up. I did the converting. There's a conversion for taking away the hurdles. And the conversion is 48.2.
Okay.
Not a lean.
Paulino was not pushed. Paulino was by herself in this race.
Pull, not push.
She was pulling the rest of the field. Now just imagine, like, I think it would have been close. Close in a great way, because we would have seen these women put it all on the line, going for gold. 2 individuals that don't want to lose. They come and they show up to compete. That's my final say. I think it would have been closer. And I definitely feel like it would have been faster in 48.7.
The one thing we can agree on is that she would pull her, not push. That's the real thing I would care about right here. Of all this conversation, lean, not lean, 0.5, 0.2, whatever, she would have pulled her across the finish line, not pushed her.
Okay.
Right? We can agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going with the word challenged here.
Challenge. There we go. All right.